I'm two people right now, sitting in front of you. It's my heart, but it's not my heart,
11 years ago, Gillian Code, a professor at the University of Victoria, was diagnosed with heart failure.
Hearing your heartbeat or feeling your heartbeat. For a decade, I never had that, being in heart failure. My heart was so weak, I never felt it. And if I did, it was usually a bad thing.
They did what they could, but eventually her doctors told Gillian they were placing her on the organ transplant waiting list.
When your doctor says that to you, what they're really saying is, you're dying. There's nothing more that we can do for you.
Being on the transplant list, Gillian found herself in the excruciating position of waiting for the phone to ring.
I'm waiting to live, but I'm also waiting for somebody to die.
Eventually, Gillian got a call, and her heart transplant was a resounding success.
Especially when I woke up post-transplant, I had this roar, what seemed like this roar in my ears, and my chest was just moving. And it was absolutely overwhelming. And you go from being unable to walk and being unable to breathe to all of a sudden having energy and being able to walk and appreciating every breath.
Just over a year after her surgery, Gillian ran an 8K race at the Victoria Marathon.
I ran across the finish line. I thought I was going to throw up, but...
So you're an organ donor,
yes.
I would assume?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I do come across people whenever I'm out with my shirt on or anything like that, they think that they are registered, but they're not.
I was one of those people who thought I was registered because years ago I put a sticker on my license, but that process is no longer valid. So how do you register?
I've always said for years that I get to see the very best in people at the very worst of times.
Shannon McCloskey of Esquimalt is an organ donation coordinator. Shannon works with hospitals and families at an appropriate time to ensure the deceased requests to be an organ donor after death are carried out. What do people need to do if they want to become an organ donor?
They need to register online. You can go to transplantbc.ca and register. It takes 2 minutes. You need your PHN number, your care card number, or the new service licenses with your PHN that's on the back. Register your decision, whatever it may be.
You can even do it from a smartphone.
It's incredibly helpful when these situations arise to be able to come forward to a family and say, this person actually registered, and let us know what they would like to happen. I can't take away their pain. I can't change what's already happened, but I can offer them something that goes forward.
In those quiet moments when you can hear your heart beating, it gives me such a sense of awe and of gratitude that I have this heart, our heart. That's what I like to say. I have our heart beating inside my chest, keeping me alive.
Right now in BC, there are nearly 600 people waiting for transplants, and the need is growing. In Victoria, I'm Dan Kahan.